Ramadan fasting and risk of Covid-19. Almost all religions recommend periods of fasting. Many adult Muslims fast during the holy month of Ramadan each year. Ramadan fasting as a type of intermittent fasting is a non-pharmacological intervention refining the overall health. This year, Ramadan is coincided with Covid-19 outbreak, making it one of the most challenging fasting periods for Muslims in the world. There's no solid direct evidence to suggest any adverse effect of Ramadan fasting during the COVID-19 pandemic in healthy individuals. However, there are exemptions in Ramadan fasting and those at risk of health issues should not fast. COVID-19 is a new disease and there's limited studies concerning its risk factors. The purpose of this review was shedding more light on the potential mechanism involved in influence of practice of fasting in all forms, including Ramadan fasting on the vulnerability to infection. Fasting and metabolic changes. Fasting is associated with shifting the primary energy source of the body from glucose to free fatty acid or FFA. In a fat human, glucose is used for energy and fat is stored in adipose tissue as triglycerides. During fasting, the liver converts fatty acid derived from triglycerides to ketone bodies to supply a new source of energy for many tissues. These states are associated with altered immune cell function in the body. In fast human, ketone bodies level increase within 8 to 12 hours after the beginning of fasting and could reach to 6 to 8 millimeters after a prolonged fasting. Intermittent fasting also arouses adaptive stress response that leads to increased expression of several defense mechanisms, including DNA repair, autophagy, oxidative stress response pathways, and protein quality control. Fasting and respiratory system function. Several studies reported no significant change in the lung function parameters during Ramadan as compared to the pre-Ramadan period. However, some groups reported significant increase of vital capacity and mean or peak expiratory flow rate. It seems that Ramadan fasting did not affect expiratory flow rates in healthy subjects. FVC or forced vital capacity was decreased significantly in the post-Ramadan period compared to Ramadan. Poor hydration and inadequate water intake is one of the concerns raised around susceptibility to COVID-19 infection by Ramadan fasting. There's no evidence to association of Ramadan fasting with severe water deprivation and negative water balance in healthy subjects. It has been shown that total body water remained within the normal range of 30 to 46 kg. In addition, although fasting caused some change in urinary volume and metabolite concentration, there is no significant change in maximum urinary concentration. Fasting and immune system. The results of a comprehensive systematic review show that fasting during Ramadan was associated with mild transient changes in the immune system, which returned to the basal pre-Ramadan status shortly afterward. On the other hand, it has been shown that innate immunity response for intracellular infection factors during Ramadan fasting was not decreased. In fact, it increased, indicating the beneficial effect of fasting to protect against bacterial infection. Fasting also has some effects on pathogen defense mechanism and adaptive or innate immune responses. Since immune cells also rely on glucose to sustain their function and proliferation. Reduced glucose availability as well as hypoinsulinemia during fasting may have negative effects on immune defense mechanism. However, their function can be restored after refeeding. Finally, we've got the following conclusions.